doesn't seem real.
Let's just go through room by room, I
Of
guess.
course. No lights, no power.
Alright, let's see. Broken shelf, broken jar, and the washing machine.
Broken. Oh.
The dryer never worked to begin with.
Marianne thought dryers were straight up evil. Energy
In
off.
Texas for winter.
I hated
too
hanging drippy
expensive.
laundry. I refused to change for a few weeks once, so I wouldn't have to do it.
How nice. Okay, so got the boiler, broken shelves. Wellies, very important.
This place needs some serious...
Marianne's room.
Let's not go in there until we absolutely have to.
Agreed.
Okay, I wonder what they mean. Because there's got to be some meaning to moose, goose, bear, frog, and... I don't know what that is. Because that looks like a brown bear, but there we've got maybe some kind of puzzle going on there to be able to unlock it. Okay. Let's have a look through that down here.
We should take down the creepy masks if we don't want to scare the buyers away.
Oh, so now you don't want to scare someone with those masks.
Pretend to be a warrior!
I just put on the mask and pretended to be a warrior. You were the one who got freaked out by it.
Right.
Not that she ever let me wear him very long. Huh. This bathroom still smells like Marianne.
Good scrub and we'll be rid of that too.
We were so competitive about who measured taller. Like, we actually had anything to do with it.
And after all that, it ended in a tie.
Yeah.
None of that crazy stretching I did made any difference.
Let's have a look. We maybe air the place, open some windows.
There were so many times I looked in this mirror hoping somehow it'd show me something different.
Yeah. The person you really were. Can't even imagine how difficult it is.
What are we gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. Handmade soap. Still here after 10 years. Impressive.
You could say that about the entire house.
Wow. I forgot all about her weird concoctions.
And how she was always testing them on us. Like we were lab rats.
Wow. I wonder what the concoction's of. I'm just going to keep looking around, darling. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, it's a lot. It's a nice big house. I mean, the memories might not be nice, but... That looks like homework.
She pinched every penny.
Oh, let's read it. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom, we're sorry that the vase got broke. We didn't know you love it so much. We need to be very careful and not act up in the window room. Next time we'll try and use Judge Good mint. Please forgive us for doing bad things. I'm sorry too. So this is both of them writing. I'm sorry too. We should be more careful. I'm very sad we made you cry so much. We should play outside instead. I will tell Ollie not to be wild all the time. We aren't going to do it anymore. We are sorry. So the blue was Tyler, and the bottom is Alyson.
What are you reading?
Our apology letter.
A letter we wrote her. To apologize for breaking that stupid face, remember?
Bore your kids into good behavior. Great parenting strategy.
Old textbooks. Tessa gave them to us, right?
Yeah, she thought we were gifted.
Well, we were in a way.
We were. Just not like she thought. You think she knew we were sharing answers?
We shared for fun. We both knew them all anyway.
Love it. I wonder if they were homeschooled then.
I don't remember these.
It's probably one of Marianne's unfinished masterpieces.
There's 2 of them. Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Marianne.
Got all the photographs.
She took so many pictures.
Yeah. Like she had to document every second of our lives.
My mum did that as well. Want to keep some of these?
You can keep some of them, if you
I
want.
doubt she does.
No thanks. I mean, I like the photos of us, but I don't think I can forget that she was the one aiming the camera.
Wow. I'm so embarrassed for us. Mini Da Vinci's, we were not.
Oh, they were
Saved every
kids.
drawing we ever did.
There's a couple of these I might keep.
Yeah. Learning to draw as a kid. It's important. There were some memories that are possibly worth keeping. Why am I vibrating?
I didn't realize how much I missed the smell of firewood.
I miss the cold winter nights curled up here.
Can you see?
Big mugs of hot cocoa.
Yeah. Marianne was so tired she was usually asleep on the couch.
Ah, that's why it was so nice. No Marianne.
We used our voice.
We'd use our voice so we didn't wake her up.
And then we'd be up all night telling stories and watching the fire die. Marianne was none the wiser.
That sounds lovely. I wonder why it's wanting me to do something. I have to get used to this. Okay.
She was trying to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing, but you can't really blame anyone for not listening to crazy Marianne Ronan.
I would love to. I mean, it looks like it's sort of telling me where to go, almost. I mean... What am I missing, I wonder? Find the object, I guess. So that will be what it is. It'll be trying to get me to get a shift on. Actually do what it's telling me to do. Let's look.
Guess we never had time to complete the collection.
These came out of one of the prize machines at the Vecchi's store, right?
Yeah,
Vecchi.
you'd slide the quarters inside on the little tray, and then magic, out pops a sticker.
I love stuff like that. Okay. Let's open the drawer, because I played too much Last of Us.
String, glue, duct tape. The holy trinity of house repair.
Marianne loved having something to fix.
I wish she fixed herself.
Yeah, well, she could have tried a little harder to fix her own head.
Can you picture Marianne talking to a shrink?
No. And speaking of...
Therapy's expensive, and I'm fine.
I read something the other day that actually
After
came
all
up
this
with...
time, I thought I'd feel more prepared to deal with this mess.
I'll finish that thought in a moment.
How you feeling about being back?
I thought I knew what to expect, but everything keeps catching me by surprise. My nerves are completely raw.
I get it.
How about you? You okay?
I'm not sure how I feel.
Honestly, not
That's
sure
me
how
not
I
being
feel
sure
yet.
how Tyler
I'm
feels.
just trying to think of it as an empty house.
Yeah.
It sounds
An
complex.
empty house full of actual ghosts.
Hopefully they're friendly ghosts.
Oops, help me. It's so warm in here. Oh dear. And if I put the fan on, all you'll be able to hear is the buzzing of the fan. I really need one that doesn't actually make any sound.
Best mom. You think we ever really believed that? Or were we just trying to make her happy?
Either way, it wasn't true.
Sponsorized by the local goblins. I love it. Yes, somebody, I read something the other day that said that therapy is like a massage for your mind. It's like a massage for your brain. Yes, okay, it might hurt,
After all this time.
but it can be actually do you a lot of good. So yeah, it'll hurt at the time, but it will help eventually. Massage for your brain. Okay. I guess.
If you don't come up soon, I'm gonna take whatever I want from our bedroom.
No way! Wait for me!
No, this feels like home.
Yeah. Look how lovely it is. Everything's been decorated by them. My mum would never let me like put posters up or stick anything on anything that might damage it. So I do love seeing
Tyler,
stuff like
do
this.
you copy? If we don't move fast, this whole thing is going to melt. Do you copy?
Shh, copy, Alyson. Gonna get this thing moving soon. Don't want the Mad Hunter to catch us. Over.
The Mad Hunter. Ugh, he still gives me the creeps. I wish I could forget about him.
Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from Juno.
Oh, they sent themselves a Puno. That's a great idea.
What?
Postcard.
We
That's a great
barely had
idea.
any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals.
Okay. Hello, Alyson and Ollie. We are writing from the past. What's it like in the future? Anyway, Juno is super cool. We took the tramway all the way up. Ollie was scared. And Ollie's written, liar! We got some books, but Mummy went to the restaurant at night and forgot them. Oh, no. So left those books. It was cool. And then Ollie's like, there were a lot of whales on the ferry. And Alyson's, no, there were. No, there wasn't. They were in the water. And rightly so, I think Ollie's commented. Oh, stupid.
Wow. Look how small these beds are.
Anyway, here was a
So
postcard
little.
to remind you how awesome we are. And then Ollie's put, especially me, Alyson and Ollie Ronan. Delos Crossing. That's cool.
I never appreciated this view as kids.
Let's have a look at this board game that it looks like they've made.
Look, it's the game we made.
This is
Lucian
cool.
Tramway.
That game never made any sense.
Didn't stop us from playing all day.
Dude, we were kids. All we needed were rocks and bird feathers.
For anybody who may have read the Calvin and Hobbes cartoons when they were younger and used to play Calvin Ball, we know very well that a no-rule game can last all day. Games don't have to have rules. You can just make them up as you go along. It's fine.
Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think she did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see. You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah. I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic
Ooh.
touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it.
Yeah. I see definitely some confrontation and conflict there. Right. This is the box I think we're supposed to find.
Look what I found!
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
Oh,
I had
wow.
ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's one
look
of the
at
only times I
this.
remember her being at peace.
Let's just read one of them. The goblins earned their voice. We'll just read one because I'm not going to spend the entire time reading them. Once upon a time, in the deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblin spied on the secret keeper as she made her rounds, gathering up secrets that the animals of the forest had for sale. "How," said the first goblin, "does she get people's secrets? Do you suppose she peels open their heads?" "Let's find out," said the second, and so the goblins watched the secret keeper. They watched her until the stalwart moose came to her, head hanging low. "It was my fault. I chose the uneven trail. I can't bear to remember." The secret keeper nodded and gazed into stalwart Moose's eyes. Though the goblins couldn't hear anything, they knew she was speaking to the moose, for the secret keeper spoke in people's minds with the gift of the voice. After a few minutes, the stalwart moose blinked. "I feel lighter," said Moose. "Did I just give you something?" The secret keeper nodded, handing him a coin. The stalwart moose nodded and plodded along the trail. He spied the goblins hiding in the woods and narrowed his eyes, so he knew the goblins were often up to mischief. The two goblins whistled innocently, and the moose was forced to carry on because they were not doing anything obviously bad. Wow, it keeps going, but it's fine. "I need to know what the secret was," said one of the goblins. "Let's go buy it." So the goblins approached the secret keeper before she could stow away Moose's secret. "We want to buy Moose's secret." "What do you have to trade?" asked the secret keeper, her voice filling their minds. The goblins produced a silver-handled hairbrush they had stolen from the princess, and the secret keeper nodded. And that is how the goblins came to know that Moose's mate had tumbled down a cliffside to her death. The secret keeper moved on. The first of the goblins said, "I want to know more!" So the goblins followed the secret keeper, hoping to find where she hid the secrets. They followed her to the peak of a nearby ridge and watched as she stowed the rest of the day's secrets high in a cloud. When she had gone, they climbed a high spruce tree that disappeared into the misty sky. They reached out and just managed to dip their hands into the clouds. Their heads were filled with memories, and they snatched their hands back out as if they had just thrust them in boiling water. Tears poured down their cheeks. That was how the secret keeper found them, crying in the tree. "You stole my secrets," seethed the secret keeper. "Give them back!" The crafty goblins stopped crying because they saw an opportunity. "What will you give us in exchange?" they asked. "I will give you back the silver-handled hairbrush," offered the secret keeper. "For so many secrets, you'll have to offer more than that." "What if," said the secret keeper, "I shared the gift of voice?" The crafty goblins grew excited. "That will do." So the secret keeper shared the gift of voice with the goblins, and immediately they found that they could hear one another's thoughts and feel each other's feelings. The crafty goblins gave back the secrets they had taken and ran back to the big wooden house. There they found the princess preparing food. They tried to peer into her mind, but they found it was a blank. They tried to speak to her using only their minds, but she could not hear them. It seemed the secret keeper was craftier than the crafty goblins, for she had only shared enough of her power to let the goblins use the gift of voice with each other, and not with the whole of the forest. And that is how the goblins stole the gift of voice from the secret keeper, but why they could only use it with each other. That's great. Oh, I love it.
Where is it?
You looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
I wonder if that's a thing telling me that we need to do something else as well. So there it was.
Mom? Mom! Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
Oh, poor Tyler.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me to keep me from transitioning.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Alyson. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
Oh, I'm glad he's got such a great sister.
You think her room is still
I'm
locked?
just moving back
No,
slightly and
what?
just getting myself comfortable. Oh, don't mind me.
I know.
Oh, dear.
We'll have to eventually.
It's because it's so
and I
warm
need
as
it
well.
back.
It's really difficult to get comfy. See, I'm British and I live in the north of England. I'm not used to sunny, hot weather. I can't deal with it at all. Oh, dear me.
So much for my dream of being a hockey star.
Marianne thought sports were too aggressive, too competitive, and too group thinky.
Oh, dear. Yep.
How did you convince me to let you put this up?
It was my favorite movie. Back then.
Oh, I'd already looked at that.
You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to read.
Oh, I love the dragon. Look at the dragon.
I bet Uncle Eddie didn't
That's
appreciate her artistic
great.
touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it.
Yeah. Look at that. That's wonderful. That's so clever. I'd love the creativity of kids. Children and just their creative minds. Fabulous. Ooh, now. Usually, if it's, it might say examine somewhere. Or was that telling me to go downstairs? Oh, I'm still not entirely
Where'd you come
sure.
from?
What does it say? A tale of two swords. Okay. Maybe it's... I want to know. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna stay there for a second. I'm just gonna find out what that means.
The diary's probably in Marianne's room. I should go check.
Nope, I haven't got a clue. I just did some research, and it really wants to tell me various what the definition of vibration is, various thesaurus words to equate to vibration. People asking why there are random vibrations in Fortnite. Not super useful. See, there's vibrations, but I don't know. Ah! So you hold it down and then remember.
Mom? About me joining the hockey team? Mom!
Oh, she's...
Sorry, what? Not now. Maybe next year.
But you promised!
Keep whining, and my next year will become never.
Can you cut my hair?
Your hair is fine.
But I want to cut it short. Really short.
What? Look, I'm tired, and I'm busy. Let's talk about this later.
You always say that.
Marianne said no to everything. Made me so pissed.
She was always on edge those last few months.
Yeah, and completely deaf to everything I was telling her I needed.
She pretty much always said no to me, too.
True, but it felt personal with me.
Yeah, it would have done.
The Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right?
I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end.
What? No way!
The Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
Because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful. Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So
True,
let's at
true.
least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hand it over.
What are you looking for?
The image on the door. It's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
First ghost memories, now storybook puzzles. What a weird day.
What a weird childhood.
Touché.
Okay. So I guess I have to read The Princess's Party. Okay. What I'll probably do is I'll probably put notes, like timestamps on this, so you can actually see exactly where. And if you really don't want to hear me read through this, then you can just skip. Okay. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, the princess was melancholy because it was the 1-year anniversary of when she had run away from home. Sensing her sadness, her forest friends showed up at the door. They were headed by the pelican, pious and attentive, and organised by the moose, stalwart and far-sighted. The old bear was there with his claws so sharp, as well as the big frog prattling away. Even the haughty muskrat, who almost never had time for anyone, had to come. The bear invited her to ride on his back, promising no wolf would harry her path, and then the animals led her to a fairy glen, where a fabulous party had been prepared. There was a buffet of seafood the pelican had served from her never-emptying beak. The air was filled with winking fairy lights the moose had arranged after clouds filled the sky, and the gregarious frog mixed up fizzing drinks. Only the muskrat had done nothing in particular, mooching off everyone else's hard work. The princess had a very good time at her party. Such a good time, she forgot to say thank you to any of her friends. Noticing this, the fairies devised a bit of mischief. When the princess went to open her gifts, she found 3 identical boxes at the edge of the glen. Puzzled, she turned back and gasped. The entire party had vanished. "Because you have taken your friends for granted," called the naughty fairies. "We have hidden them from you, but we like games. Guess who has given you each of these presents and you'll get your friends back." The princess opened the first box. Inside there was a torch, which when lit revealed the truth. Said the princess. "Someone wants to make sure I don't get lost in the woods when it's dark, and that I always see right from wrong. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that?" Okay, obviously not the frog, not the bear. The moose, stalwart and far-sighted. So I would go moose, because the pelican is pious and attentive, but the moose, being far-sighted, would be the one to find the way. So let's go moose for the first one. She opened the second box. Inside there was a magic sword, which would leap right out of the bearer's hands to defend them. Said the princess. "Someone wants to make sure I am protected if I'm ever under threat. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that?" Probably the bear, because it was about her being protected from wolves. So, moose bear. She opened the third box, and inside was a bag of coins that always provided money if it was for something the bearer truly needed. Said the princess. "Someone wants to make sure I have money to buy food when I am hungry and clothes when I'm cold. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that?" Okay, so probably attentive, if we think that, I think that pious and attentive would possibly be the one, because being attentive to needs, I guess. Pious and attentive. Okay, let's try pious and attentive. So that would be moose, bear, pelican. The princess thought about her friends, and then this is probably when it's going to actually tell me the answer, and I'm going to be really frustrated. She smiled certainly. "Fairies," she said, "I may have been thoughtless, but I appreciate all my friends that have given to me and all that they have done for me." She gave her answers, and the vexed fairies were forced to restore the party in the flash of colourful light. One by one, she gave the animals a hug and thanked them for the presents, the party, and all they had done to help since she moved into the forest, apart from the muskrat. And that is how the princess celebrated her first anniversary in the woods. Okay, moose, bear, pelican. Let's turn moose. Moose, bear, this is probably going to be wrong, isn't it? Yay! Moose, bear, pelican. Excellent. I can be a crafty goblin too, please.
And boom, we're in.
After so many years, I expected this to feel more, like a win.
Speak for yourself. I'm the one who solved the riddle.
Well,
Why do I feel like you're not gonna let me forget that?
oh, you didn't let him forget that you wrote the book.
Where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts?
There we
I
go.
just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in. They used to tell me everything, but they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate lately, and they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I need them. I need my goblins.
I remember now. We heard her crying. We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this, as if she's still here,
It really sucks.
she was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
I mean, it's really hard because in a lot of ways I really feel for her as well, because she was obviously having an incredibly difficult time emotionally, and if her children weren't talking to her for multiple reasons as well as ones of her own creation, I would guess.
So she was
with
standing
Tyler.
here, spying through the window, drawing us while we played.
She always had her eye on us.
My entire body just shivered.
The opinion that children have of their parents is obviously always based on what they see and what they experience, not what's actually going on behind closed doors. And as we all know, you can't judge somebody necessarily completely by their actions. You never know what's going on in someone's life, and so that makes it really difficult for me to obviously dislike her. I don't really massively have an opinion either way at the moment. I need more information, but I hate the way that she treated Tyler when he told her that he wasn't a girl. So it's difficult. Okay.
She always had to have a picture of us close by.
Why this picture, though? I mean, do you see the expression on our faces?
Yeah, they look really, really cheesed off, don't they? They don't look happy. Oh, hold on. I could do with going. Yeah.
Oh. This explains a lot.
You're mostly full. She was too stubborn to take medication.
Oh dear. I'm a great believer in if you need medication, you should take medication. There's a reason that medication exists. You spend time finding the right one for you. Here we go.
It's here.
Yay! Excellent.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
Oh. Oh. Virtue seekers. Oh. It's like, what's it called? Like a conversion. That looks like a conversion camp. Those are very, very different things.
Tyler,
What?
look.
Raising your transgender child.
What? Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Oh, poor Tyler. Must be hard.
Well,
Not
that was
really
your
knowing.
first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense. 10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off.
Yeah. I think I need some air.
Oh. So it wasn't a leaflet about kind of conversion camp. It was maybe something maybe she was struggling with it herself. Coming from a traditional background, trying to understand the best, maybe trying to understand and do the best, who knows? At the moment, the threads are getting complex.
Are you really, really sure? I am. Do it. Okay. Here we go. Whoa. Is it all gone?
I'll feel better.
It looks amazing.
Really?
Yeah. I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary.
Yeah, but not tonight, though. It was almost like a party.
Thank you, Alyson. You don't have to thank me. You're my sister. I feel more like your brother. Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
Yeah, family.
But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut.
Mom?
Oh, God.
Mom?
Can you hear her muttering? You can.
Mom?
Oh no. No, 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 no. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Wait! Stop!
Maybe she didn't mean Tyler.
Glad we found your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005? Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
Maybe?
Which, she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Alyson, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that... Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you
God,
want
this
there to
is
be
hard.
something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
Let's see, maybe Tessa has
What
answers.
about Tessa?
Answers.
She was Marianne's closest
Yeah.
friend.
And she was talking to her.
Let's ask her about it.
Sure. But I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to
Isn't this
me.
gorgeous?
I was always her favorite.
Operative word was.
Oh.
But we need to go by the store anyway. To get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do. So let's talk.
Is something wrong?
You've
Apart
been
from the
on
fact
edge
that I
all
really
day.
think that after
something more
certainly
going on
she's
with
had
you?
10 years
It's
of
nothing.
not having
Pretty sure it's
any
not
kind
nothing.
of therapy or
I'd
anything.
like us to be on the same page.
I thought we were on the same page. Sell this place as quick as possible and move on.
It's important to me.
Look, I've already explained why this is so important to me. Why are you still dragging your feet?
It's just with the way you avoided this place for the last 3 years, I thought you wouldn't want to spend any extra time here.
So she's
Oh.
kind of pissed that
So that's what
he
this is
didn't
about.
come home, I
Maybe
think.
a little. Yeah. It's just. You graduated 3 years ago. And this is the first time we've seen each other in person.
I wasn't ready to come back.
It's not that I didn't want to see you. I just
Needed time
wasn't
to
ready to be
yeah.
Tyler.
Needed
in
time
Delos
to
Crossing.
I tried to
really
visit
fully
you.
be who
I
he
tried
was.
to go to your
I
fireweed
guess.
graduation. I wanted to bake you a crappy boxed cake and take awkwardly posed photos.
I know.
But you shut me out. All I got was non-responses and half-assed evasions.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bit pissy, I think, at this point. Just stop making it about you.
It was
It's
about me, not you.
complicated.
And making it about you is really not cool.
So that's
Seriously?
pulling
That's
them
it?
apart.
Seriously.
Okay then.
So why the rush in the house sale?
So, I was thinking...
Hmm?
Do we need to be in such a rush to sell this place?
We've been over this, and we both agreed it's time for a clean break.
I know. Trust me. I'm not talking about staying for long. Just long enough to get some answers.
And you think this house has those answers?
Maybe not, but it's a place to start.
Well, it would be a shame if there was something to find and we tossed it out. How about we start digging without putting off the sale? And if it seems like we need more time, we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
So, we have a plan.
So, we have a plan?
Yep. We ask around about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
If that's really what you need. Alright. Deal.
Yep, they both got what they need from that then.
Ollie's diary. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler. Most people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry. I like the name Tyler, by the way.
Thanks.
Okay. Mum and Alyson argued again. At least I'm not the only one Mum is screaming at now. Mum seemed jealous we didn't tell her what we were planning to do in the forest. Ali thinks we should tell her about our voice. I think she knows already. Mum seemed really upset when I asked to join the hockey team, like it's wrong for me to play a boys' sport. I'm going to keep asking. I'll try again next week. She said no again. We saw that. And I'm so mad at her. Why does she always say no? Why doesn't she ever let me do what I want to do? Alyson and I started writing a story. Well, Alyson did. She didn't like it when I tried to change anything. Why can't one of the goblins be a boy goblin? And this is the last page. Saw Star Wars yesterday at Bobby Place. Luke was so great. But Mum found out we watched it and got so mad. She said it gloried war. Zion? Saturday, 5th of February 2005. Would Mum be happier if I could do what she wanted me to do? When she looks at me, she just doesn't see me. I wish I could show her. I wish I could make her understand. I think she doesn't want to. Alyson told me again that it was my fault Mum got angry at us. She is such a suck-up. Mum's barely said anything to us in a few days. Ali saw her throwing away pages from the Book of Goblins. Do this, do that. I am sick of her voice, and I am sick of that dumb name too. I'm Ollie the Goblin.
I think we should head out right away.
Yeah.
Already tired of the view?
Just finding it hard to relax and enjoy it with so much on my mind.
Go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
Ah, my sister, the social butterfly.
Seems we got a trespasser.
What the fuck?
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
Your property?
5, 4.
I'm Tyler.
Don't know any Tylers. 3, 2.
Sam!
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
Was I talking to you?
Oh.
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Well, your brother? Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn. You look like a real man.
He is a real man.
So do you, Sam.
Well, I don't know.
You know what I mean. I just didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
I am a man. But I mean, I also am just me, but both
Not
of those
a woman
work.
who looks like a man, Sam. A man. A real man, just like you.
Oh, shit. Guess I'm the asshole again. You gotta excuse us old guys.
I really don't.
No.
Come on. You kids keep changing the rules.
Educate.
You can't expect us to keep up.
Just respect the people are who they say they are. It's not hard.
No, it ain't hard, but it just takes some getting used to.
It's
We'll
just
get used to it.
yeah.
Because we aren't going anywhere.
change your perception. That's
So,
takes time.
what are you doing
sometimes
here exactly?
with people.
Oh, well,
Hopefully they get there though.
I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? It's like patching the roof, checking the pipes, you know, all that stuff.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, it's, that's no big deal. I just, you know, your mama, she was a special lady. She deserved much better than, you know, what you got.
I'm just wondering where that noise is, whether it's in the game or whether it's outside the window.
Oh, yeah.
Because it sounds like a
seeing as your
plane.
mama never had a man around, I just took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
How antiquated of you.
Thanks. Yeah.
That wasn't a
guess you two are
compliment.
still aiming to sell the place?
That's the plan. Which, by the way, we need your keys.
Since apparently you went and changed the locks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure? Bad or good? It's all you've got left of her.
A few bad memories too.
Not all. I'm sure the gun she tried to kill us with is still somewhere in there.
Tyler!
What?
What Tyler means is...
No, what
The
Tyler
first
means is
start is what we
exactly
both
what he just said, I
Of course,
think.
This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories.
But there will be
But
some good.
Maybe some good ones too.
It's problem with houses and homes.
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, we can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
No.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, all right.
So, are you two close?
How well did you know her?
Not as well as I thought. When I heard what happened that night, well, I figured people were bullshitting me.
It really surprised you, didn't it?
Much as anything ever has. Other folks say they saw it coming. Not me.
Let's go with the puzzle on her door.
Did you help with her door?
Her door?
The puzzle on her bedroom door.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you two kept sneaking in, giving her no privacy, huh? You ever solve it?
Yep. Better late than never, I guess.
Never solved it myself. I mean, not that I wanted to. So, guess you know all your mama's secrets now, huh?
Well, she may have one or two left.
Okay, so I've asked everything, so we should go.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
I've spoken. Well, I'll say I have more questions, but then
I guess I could ask him a few more questions.
I'll see what comes up.
Okay.
No, that's definitely it, isn't it?
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
Yes, yeah, definitely. He's too wasted to help us.
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
I'll tell him to get a move on then. Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So,
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
Sam, we all gotta get going.
Oh, of course. Of course, yeah, I got lots to do myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's list. And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
Thanks for looking out for this place.
Happy to do it. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything at all. You hear?
Sam?
Huh?
Sam?
Huh?
The keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours. This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like was a part of her, and it's like some part of her is alive here still.
Let's go for some guilt.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us in our sleep, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Awkward.
take care of yourself, both of you.
Hey, so we really do have a lot to do.
Okay, go on. I'll be right behind you.
Oh, is that Michael?
Ready to Veni Vidi Vecchi?
I came, I
I'm
saw,
ready to talk to Tessa.
I went into Becky's.
Just try to keep in mind that your memory of her is 10 years out of date.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be if she reached out to me while I was in Fireweed, which she didn't.
Okay, so that was the first part of Tell Me Why. That's a really fascinating game so far. We have met Tyler and Alyson, the twins. Tyler was born genetically a girl. Olivia, maybe, but known as Ollie. It seems like Tyler shot his mom when he was, I guess, like 10. And I think they thought that she was coming after them with a gun because he cut his hair short. But it might be a little bit more complicated than that. She's been on some kind of medication. Need to know much more about it before I start making sort of claims about sort of possible kind of like bipolar, manic depression. I need more information before I start to kind of wonder about those things too much. But so far it's really, really fascinating. I love the fact that actually when Tyler went to juvie, basically after shooting his mom, that was when he was free to become who he was, and that was free to start the process of transitioning. So that's absolutely, I mean, that's fantastic, and that's a lovely thing to actually see, because we hear so much about sort of institutions for rehabilitation of sort of juvenile kind of criminals, whatever you want to call them. I can't think of the right word right now because it's hot and I am very tired. So that was really, really interesting. So we're about to go and talk to an old friend of their mum's, and we will see what happens next, because there was a book we found. I know that I'm sort of waffling on here a bit, but there was a book that we found about helping your child, your transgender child, from 2005, which was it will have been incredibly difficult to get hold of at the time. Certainly I mean, that was way after I'd been sort of to school and university and so on, and that's something that we weren't even taught about when I was at school in the 90s, and even in the sort of early 2000s, it's obviously there. It's because you are who you are, but it's not something that was as widely kind of understood and talked about and discussed as it is now. So I don't know. We'll see what may have really happened. I am very worried about Tyler and how he's going to process this, because I don't know how it must feel to even consider that maybe the action that you took against your mother, who you thought was trying to hurt you, may not have actually been what happened and how she was feeling, and how that might affect him, and the fact in the last 10 years of his life and what he thought was true. I don't know how that's going to affect him. That's going to be a very interesting journey I think we're going to go on. So I am probably going to stop it there for today. Or I might just go try and get some fresh air and then come back and record the next bit afterwards. But yeah, it's a fascinating game so far. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, then please do leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have anything that you would like to say. If you also have any games that you would like to see me play that you think could be quite interesting. I do love games like this, and I do love games that give me an opportunity to sort of educate myself better and learn and discuss, talk about these kind of things. So anything like that would be fantastic. But my husband also wants me to play Rise of the Tomb Raider, so, you know, that's also fine. But yeah, hopefully see you for the next part. Have a lovely day. Bye.